When the going gets tough, indeed the tough ones get going, INEOS is now contemplating swap deals to try and save the situation for Manchester United, who seem broke as we head into the summer transfer window. My name is Webb. Welcome to this afternoon update here concerning Manchester United. I remind you to subscribe if you haven't, because it's getting exciting day by day. We are tiptoeing into what is expected to be a very interesting period for the rebirth of our beloved club. Now, listen, Manchester United, we know now, by now, I think we're used to the fact that there won't be so much money to spend unless we are able to convince clubs to buy some of our players. Now, question is, which clubs will be willing to spend a penny on these bunches of nobodies? Now, United are saying, in the event that we don't get interest for any players from any serious clubs, here is the plan. We are going to go technical and tactical off the pitch by going into swap deals. And there are so many swap deals that have been spoken about. Certainly, some of them are so popular, some are unpopular. But I'll stick to the popular one now. Manchester United, we know, desperately needs the centre back. In fact, many will agree United needs to be safe. United needs two centre backs in this summer transfer window. And we've been linked with Claire Todibo, the niche defender, for a long time. But right now, the other player we've been linked with has been Maguire-Branthwaite of Everton. Now, right now, what Manchester United are thinking about or contemplating is going into some of these clubs that have players that United wants and trying to convince them to surrender the players in exchange of one of our nobodies. Well, okay, I wouldn't say we are taking nobodies, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, because most of these players cannot be priced really. So literally in football, when it gets to the market, the transfer window, there are nobodies. If I can't price you, you're almost a nobody. So here's the thing: Harry Maguire, the former captain, has been trying to step up his performances. Or in all honesty and in all fairness, he's trying to make himself an important player, which I think he has succeeded, considering that most of his teammates have been sleeping. They have lost the morale, they have lost the fire, they have lost the motivation. But Harry Maguire fought through his ordeal to spend another season, even when we thought he should have left in the last summer. He was wanted by West Ham United. They tabled about 30 million quid. United said, no, we're not having it. Now, here's the thing. Harry Maguire is 31, going 32. He has got a year left on his contract. His contract will run out in 2025, in the summer of 2025, June 30th, 2025. Now, the plan is, apparently, the reports that are coming through suggest that Manchester United are contemplating offering Harry Maguire to Everton in exchange for Maguire-Branthwaite and maybe some little cash, some little more cash. I think that's a smart poor man's way to do business, if you think about it. The question is, will Everton accept this? But also, most importantly, will Harry Maguire accept to leave Man United and join Everton? Remember, he turned down West Ham United. And honestly, whereas perhaps historically Everton could be a bigger club, maybe they're almost in the same boat. I think currently, as it is now, Everton are really way far off the pace if you try to compare them with West Ham. So you would think about it and say, maybe West Ham would have been a bigger club, a closer club to Man United for Harry Maguire to join back then than Everton is, but the situations are different. Perhaps West Ham could not meet the valuation United had of the player because we turned down 30 million quid. But Everton have a player, most importantly, who Manchester United desperately needs. First of all, Maguire-Branthwaite is a left-footed centre-back. I think we need a left-footed centre-back. If Erik ten Hag is going to stay, which most likely could be the case, we need a left-footed centre-back to back up or to play with Lisandro Martinez, because we cannot count on the fitness of Lisandro Martinez. There is no guarantee that Lisandro Martinez is going to ever come back to full fitness. He's looking like he's going to be injury prone, like many of the players we've had. So the plan for Man United is to swap Harry Maguire and get Maguire-Branthwaite and add maybe 15 or 20 million pounds to Everton. Remember, Everton are in a broke situation. Their valuation of this player, of Braithwaite, was about 80 million pounds. But the plan, we learned that, and that came through from the Toffees, is that their intention is to sell him before July. That's their intention. And they will be willing to cut down on their valuation of this 21-year-old kid. Now, of course, the United fans, and I know, typical United supporters will go like, Harry Maguire deserves to stay. Harry Maguire has tried, he has fought. No, Maguire should stay. He deserves to stay because he has put in a fight. And again, those are the people who forget so easily. Those are the people who are short sighted. Those are the people who don't see far. Those are the people who are not futuristic in their approach. Because whereas we all agree that Harry Maguire has performed well in the last season, it doesn't make him any younger. He's 31, guys. He's 31. Two, we need young players in the team. Maguire-Branthwaite is 10 years younger than Harry Maguire, and he's one of the hottest centre backs in the Premier League right now. So what do? Do you stick to Maguire because he gave a decent season, or do you take advantage of his decent season to then negotiate to get a good young player and pay some cash? Which one is more futuristic? Guys, stop being sentimental. And this is honestly the problem I've had with United supporters. And honestly, I was a little like that maybe at some point. But you see, you grow to a point where you say it's now not about rewarding a player. Like, he has been there, he has fought, he has the heart, so let him stay at the expense of the longer plans for the club. I think the biggest problem that United has had for a long time, and all the guys who have been running the club, especially those who are let go of, is the fact that they got so sentimental and started making decisions based on their emotions, not based on the interests of the club. There is what is best for an individual and what is best for the club. What is best for the club, what is best for Harry Maguire, for him and his ego, is for him to be rewarded by saying, you fought, you've put in the hard yards, you've shown effort, and you've shown that you want to fight for your position. You were a captain, so we're rewarding you by even a contract extension, even if you're 31. So we can give you another 4 years until you're 36, earning 200,000 pounds per week. There is that. That would be the best for Harry Maguire. He deserves a reward. But what would be the best thing for Manchester United? I think in this event, that swap deal that INEOS is contemplating would be the best because it is gifting us a player we need. United needs two centre backs, a left-footed and a right-footed. Todibo and Braithwaite can both come. If we have to pay, we can't afford. But if we need to swap players to get them, it is possible. So United needs a centre back. United need to make use of the players they have to get the centre back they need. Harry Maguire is 31 and he has been performing well. I'll tell you, Everton would need Harry Maguire more than they need Brentford because where they are headed, they will need experienced players to try to hold their ship. And Harry Maguire can give them 2 or 3 good seasons before he goes over to Saudi Arabia or elsewhere and tries to make more money for himself there. So for me, I think, guys, we need to look beyond our sentiments and think what's best for us as a club? What is best in this situation where we don't have money? Because no one really will pick their cash and pay 45 million or 50 million for Harry Maguire. We got him for 80 million. But clubs can listen if we offer Harry Maguire plus some cash, 20 million, 15 million, because we can raise that. We can raise 15, 20 million. So if you offer Harry Maguire and add 20 million to a broke Everton, I think it's a good deal for them to give us Maguire-Branthwaite, who they value at about 80 million, but no one is going to give them that money before July. No one is going to pay that amount of money. So, guys, what then do you do? We need to move on, guys. We need to learn to move on from players and think for the club. Think about what's best for the club. And the swap deals we're talking about now might be the best for Manchester United. They may not sound good to your ears, they may not look good to your eyes because you're thinking about how these players have fought and the rewards they deserve. But are you going to reward players and after 2 seasons you're stuck with them? There's nowhere else for them to go. You haven't made money. The financial fair play guy is at your door saying you can't sign any players. So you're stuck with your players earning crazy wages, but you can't even you're not even able to pay them. Is that what we want? Where we want Manchester United to go? Certainly, it can't be. So for me, swap deal: United, Everton, Harry Maguire, Maguire-Branthwaite, plus some cash. I think I approve. So be it. My name is Webb. This is the United Hotspot. Subscribe. I'll catch you later.